that's the first match. So Jamshedpur Jugglers went on to score 128 runs for 9 overs, 9 wickets in 20 overs. It was raining after 18.4 overs, so the first innings was played by Dumka for 20 overs and it was 138 for 3, their score.
Another wicket goes down. That ball was outside the off stump. Going for a drive. The ball is swinging a little bit. The heavy weather. That's the replay for you. Satyendra Kumar Prajapati caught Mohammad Najim. Very poor start by Ranchi, losing 2 wickets.
New man walking into the crease, and we were just talking about the last 2 matches that were played yesterday. So just a recap about those matches that I'm going to give you right now. So the first match that was played was between Jamshedpur and Bokaro, and Jamshedpur went on to score 128 runs for 9 wickets in 20 overs, and Bokaro beat them by 5 wickets in 18.5 overs, I'm sorry. And the next match in the second half, it was disturbed because of the rain, and Dumka Daredevils beat Singhbhum by 5 runs by the Duckworth-Lewis method. So that's the match summary for yesterday. The 2 matches that were played live at the JSCA Stadium.
Right at this moment, the score is 2 runs, 2 wickets down. A very bad start by Ranchi Raiders. They put into bat by Dhanbad Dynamos, and that decision seems to be doing well for
That's
Dhanbad.
proving to be worthy here. And we have the magic man with the ball, taking 5 wickets in the match he played, last to last match, and starting his over with a wicket. Great performance with the ball every time, this man. Young talent, Jaiprakash Yadav from the Dhanbad team. And I think, sir, we have seen this happening in quite a lot of matches. Wickets going down really early, openers going out for duck. That's been happening in quite a few matches last played.
That ball was outside the off stump. That was swinging away from the batsman. He wanted to play on the offside. The ball went squarer down to a square third man for a single. Yes, you're right. We have seen earlier also wicket falling in the earlier overs. And
that puts a lot of pressure on the batting side.
True.
Come on.
Now it is Sikhar on strike. Oh, that must be a wide. Yes, wide declared. So 1 more run added. 1.4 overs bowled. 2 wickets going down. The score is 4 for 2.
We have Aditya and Shikhar in the crease there from Ranchi Raiders. Losing out very early wickets. Ranchi. Ball coming low. Placing it gently. The batsman. So for the bowlers, this wicket is doing a great job. Jayaprakash done with his first over. 1 wicket in just 2 runs coming off that over. So Shubham Kumar Singh and Jayaprakash Yadav just at the same score, 1 wicket and 2 runs each in their first over. Good performance with the ball from Dhanbad side.
Very early in the innings, Ranchi are in trouble. They lost 2 wickets. Aryaman Singh going for no score, and Satyendra Kumar Prajapati could score 1. So right at this moment, it's 4 for 2. That was a good ball, almost on the block hole, but played well by Aditya. They've got to be very careful, settle their nerve, allow the nerves to settle down. And losing early wickets is always putting pressure to the batsman batting.
Shubham Kumar Singh with the ball here, and Ranchi had lost the first match that they played to Singhbum by 7 wickets, and they had beat Jamshedpur in their second match by 10 runs. So let's see if they go on to score a defendable total in this match, because just 5 runs on the board and 2 wickets already down for the Ranchi team. Somebody needs to play an innings.
Lovely ball. That ball on the middle and off, and takes off a bit, and he was beaten comprehensively trying to play it. Lucky that he didn't get a touch through to the wicket keeper. Look, just missing the bat, the outer edge of the bat, through to the wicket keeper. Lovely bowling by
Shubham Kumar is doing a great bowling, sir. What do you think about the bowling action of Shubham?
It's very good. Look, he's limbering up, and that's a good ball on the leg stump. Not allowing the batsman to go for strokes. He's maintaining his line and length so very well, and always swinging the ball when pitching just on and around the off stump, leaving the bat. He almost had Shikhar caught behind had he touched the ball, and that ball about the pitch, that ball took off from just good length.
So Shikhar has played 8 balls so far and just managed to score 1 run. So
Steered down to gully, short gully position. There was a fielder there who fielded it pretty well. So 5 for 2 is the score after 2.5. Aditya batting on 2, Shikhar is on 1. The fielding arrangement is a lone slip and a short gully. Very tight bowling. Over. That's the end of the over. So after 3 overs, Ranchi, after being put into bat by Dhanbad. Points table, let us look at the points table. Dumka Daredevils, after playing 3 matches, have 12 points. Singhbum Strikers, 3 matches, 8 points. Bokaro Blasters, 3 matches, 8 points. Ranchi Raiders, 2 matches, 4 points. Jamshedpur Jugglers and Dhanbad Dynamos are yet to open their account after playing 3 and 2 matches respectively.
So Dumka here is topping the charts. Have played 3 matches, won all their 3 matches, and are topping the table with 12 points. And Singhbum doing fairly well. They also went on to win 2 matches out of the 3 matches they played. Jayaprakash Yadav, the dynamic bowler here.
Oh, that was a good off drive. First beating the batsman at extra cover, then the mid-off, diving full length, trying to stop the ball, couldn't do it. And yeah, you see the ball driven towards both the players dived full length but couldn't get to the ball, and that slowly running towards just stops inside the boundary, and 3 runs have been taken, so the score moves on to 8 for 1 after 3.1 over.
That's a good running between the wickets.
Also, the outfield has become much slower. Yesterday we had a heavy downpour towards the end of the second match, and that has really slowed down the outfield. Of course, the wicket was covered, the whole ground was covered, but the moisture beneath the
that
cover
makes the outfield really slow.
very slow, and you have to hit hard enough to reach to the boundary. Played very late, waiting for the ball to come onto his bat.
But that was a real clever single from the batsman.
Yeah, Jayaprakash is moving the ball both ways, keeping the batsman guessing. Look at this. He played very late batsman, shy at the wicket at the non-striker's end, not hitting the stumps. I think anyway batsman would have been home. 9 for 2 after 3.3.
I think Dhanbad has taken clever decision to field first here and putting Ranchi to bat. So far it's been disappointing in this innings. Performance from Ranchi, not able to score much runs, and 2 wickets already down for the team. That's a good ball.
Ball keeping low also outside the off stump. There was no need to chase that ball. He wanted to glide it down to third man. It doesn't connect. Anyway, had he connected, the ball wouldn't have carried to the wicket keeper. So score is static at 10 for 2 after 3.5. The last ball of the 4th over coming up.
The last man to be dismissed was Prajapati.
Lovely shot.
Finally a shot coming after
Past cover
a
for
little
4.
longer.
Very well played. And that was a lovely shot, beating the cover fielder to the cover boundary for 4. So runs are also needed.
So after 4 overs, Ranchi has managed to score 14 runs at the loss of 2 wickets. Both the openers going out really early. Ariman Sen going out for a duck, and Satendra Kumar Prajapati just for 1 run. And we have Shikhar Mohan and Aditya Singh both on 6 runs.
There is a bowling change. Kaushal Singh has come into bowl for Dhanbad Dynamos. He's a good all-rounder. He bowls off breaks and varies his pace pretty well. Over the wicket. On the leg stump, turn round very well, going towards the deep square leg, but there's a fielder running from deep, fielding the ball. Not before the batsmen complete their second run quite easily. So after 4.1 over, the score 16 for 2. Dhanbad Dynamos put Ranchi into bat.
So 15 runs they have contributed in this partnership, both the batsmen. Kaushal is doing a good work with the ball here. Look at that ball, just kept low, not allowing batsmen to hit shots.
Well bowled, well bowled.
Again,
Come on. डालता रहे, के डालता रहे.
the bowler is Kaushal. Just look at that ball, very low, not coming on to the bat.
Well bowled.
Just watch Kaushal bowling wide of the crease. So, trying to bring the ball in, and after pitching, if it goes out, he is an off spinner. So, it becomes a little more difficult for the batsman to negotiate.
Beating the batsman, going to the wicket keeper. And the cloud cover in Ranchi, not a bright sunny morning here, hazy and cloudy, but a good weather definitely to play cricket. 5 overs have been played and 17 runs have been scored.
Action, but he is very, very effective.
Been effective in all the matches he's played.
Oh, lovely ball, beating the batsman comprehensively outside the off stump. The batsman was lured to play outside the off stump and beaten the ball, swinging away from him at the last moment. Just swung away from him. Good ball, lucky that he didn't get a touch.
Dhanbad skipper Nazim Siddiqui showing full faith in his bowler Jaiprakash Yadav. After that wonderful spell of 5 wickets.
Same delivery, same stroke, trying to glide it or play it on the offside, beaten outside the off stump. The ball is swinging away from the batsman.
Look at that. Good ball that was from Yadav. 1 wicket in his kitty already, into his 3rd over. Can he do that magic again?
Good throw, good throw.
There's a fielder in the deep. Just a single. Just 1 run coming off the over so far. Been effective with the ball. Look at that. There's straight to the fielder in the deep there.
Glided down to square third man boundary, but there was a fielder who didn't have to move even. Fielded it pretty well, and back in the hands of the bowler. The score is now 19 for 2 after 5.5 overs. Aditya batting on 10 and Shikhar batting on 7. Now it's Aditya taking strike to the last ball of the 6th over.
Little outside the off stump, and it's a wide. So we've seen too many wides and extras coming from in every innings. So bowlers really need to keep a check on their line. So last ball coming up. That was a good ball. That was a good ball. No chance for the batsman to play that ball. Straight to the hands of the wicket keeper there. And we have
6 overs completed, 20 on the board, 2 wickets down for Dhanbad after being put into bat by Ranchi. Ranchi batting, 2 wickets down after Dhanbad put them in.
and Ranchi desperately looking for a partnership so that at least they can go up to somewhere around 120, 130 after 2 early follow wickets.
They got to consolidate first. They got to see that they don't lose any further wicket for the next 5-6 overs. Then only they can go to that total, because if you are losing wickets at regular interval, it becomes difficult to score runs quickly.
That is true, and Dhanbad has a good bowling lineup. I think there are good bowlers in the Dhanbad side, and they always restrict the batsmen.
Once again, Kaushal bowling wide of the crease.
well bowled, chalta rahe.
There's a natural curve into the batsman, and if the ball spins away from the batsman after pitching, it becomes a little more difficult for the batsman who is playing at him. From wide of the crease, he bowls that ball. Doesn't. Still 21 for 2 after 6.3.
They were looking for 2 actually,
22 for.
and managed to just get a single in the last ball. Just placing the ball gently. Kaushal is doing a good work with the ball here. Great effort by the fielder.
The ball was half stop in the silly mid-on, or short mid-on, I'll say, is quite straightest. On the onside, he managed to put his hand to the ball, but the ball rolled behind him, allowing the batsman to go for a run.
Sahil, mere. रुक जा.
Couldn't score much runs in the power play, the Ranchi Raiders. So now there are no field restrictions. And after 7 overs, the score is 24 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets for Ranchi. And Shubham Kumar Singh and Jai Prakash taking 1 wicket each. Shubham Kumar Singh being really economical, just giving away 3 runs in 2 overs. And Jai Prakash giving 14 runs in 3 overs. This is Yadav's last over. Hit hard and it's high. Fielder. So the ball just dropped in no man's land and stopped. Couldn't manage to go for a boundary.
He was in short square leg position, or square leg little shorter. The ball was hit high in the air over the head of the square leg fielder and away from the fielder, and stopped due to the heavy outfield. So that gave the opportunity to go for
2 runs.
2 runs for Aditya.
The ball isn't traveling fast in the outfield, and it's stopping in between after rushing towards the boundary, but it doesn't reach the boundary so easily.
It's a heavy outfield due to that torrential rain at the end of the second match yesterday.
चलो बहुत अच्छा जेपी बहुत अच्छा अच्छा छे डालो अच्छा छे
Or driven stylishly, but straight to extra cover. No run results. That's the replay. Played down to extra cover. No run results. 26 for 2 after 7.4 overs. Aditya on 14. Shikhar on 9. Reminding you that they lost 2 early wickets. On the leg side, tickled beautifully. Of his four, the score 30 for 2.
Hasn't been easy for the batsmen to get runs here. So boundaries are not coming at very frequent intervals unless the ball travels really fast, because the outfield is slow because of the rain. And we have Aditya on strike, batting well on 18 of 20. That's straight to the fielder. And just 1 run for the batsman. So after 4 overs, Jaiprakash Yadav's spell is done, just giving away 21 runs. And 8 overs gone. Ranchi Raiders 31 at the loss of 2 wickets. Shikhar Mohan Aditya Singh batting in the middle. Ariman Sain gone out for ducks. Satyendra Kumar Prajapati 1 run and sent back. So a good work by Dhanbad here to send both the openers, attacking openers, back to the dugout. And we have Kaushal with the ball. That's hitting the pad.
And just missing the leg stump. He was bowling wide of the off stump. He was bowling wide of the crease and the ball pitching on the leg stump, going down towards the leg side. It's a not out given. Or coming down the wicket, batsman trying to take him on the pitch, driving it down to long on. The 8.3 overs. Shot is a square leg, and there was only a single to be scored. 1 more run added to the score. Played between 2 fielders.
The good thing about the batting right now is a partnership has slowly started to build up. It's trying to take a run there.
Yeah, Pragya, they put on 31 runs for the 3rd wicket because 2 wickets were down when the score was 2. And slightly
And Shikhar. So after 9 overs, Ranchi Raiders are 33 for 2. Shubham Kumar are saying Jaiprakash Yadav taking 1 wicket each, and Kaushal saying no wicket so far. Jaiprakash is already done with the spell of 4 overs.
black cloud hovering round, so hopefully we don't have a rain today.
It doesn't look like it would rain, but it's
clouds are very high, so right at this moment there may be no chance of rain. But yesterday in the second match, the last few overs were left and the downpour started. Oh, batsman was willing to go for a run, a quick fielding.
They really need to be very, very careful that they don't lose any wickets at this stage, because a partnership has started to build between the two, and they really definitely need a partnership right now at this stage after 2 early wickets going down from the Ranchi Raiders team.
Off his hips, played down to deep square leg for a single.
Both the batsmen started to settle in. That's a good news for Ranchi fans. Quickly running for a single, and that's a good running between the wickets.
Actually, the batsman got a thick inner edge onto his pads and the ball rolled towards the point region, and they went for a quick single.
Straight to the wicket keeper, and that's a wide from the umpire. Sahil is the man with the ball, and there was a wide. There was a little outside of the off stump, but I think it wasn't that wide.
Four runs. It's a 6.